What's good, everybody? My name is Gentleman Jug.
And I'm Son.
And welcome back to another Jug and Son. Doing WWE last week, today, whenever it was. How you doing this week, boy?
It's alright.
Hey, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Do all the things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. Son, I need you to take me to Raw.
So we start off with John Cena.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, you didn't see him?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No.
So he starts off with, when someone's properly grounded in reality, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval.
Well, you know.
He got booed so bad. They're doing the John Cena sucks. This is in Europe, right?
Yeah, it is.
They're like these crowds. I mean, I like these crowds, but I also hate these crowds. You know?
I mean,
they wouldn't let this man talk.
Like I said, I believe that the WWE should do like a year, you know, in like other countries. I don't know what the logistics of that would be. I've said it many times. I don't know what the logistics are. I don't know how much it would cost to do that, but I feel like the rest of the world deserves to have WWE in their area, and we just get it when we get it. Maybe, I don't know, it might mess up ratings or something like that, you know, in America, seeing as how we would have to, you know, figure out when we could watch this freaking thing. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, they're always changing stuff on us here.
I mean, the crowds deserve it. The other countries deserve it. The only problem I have with these crowds is that they just don't shut the hell up.
Like, John's like trying to talk, and like they're like, I don't know.
It's not just John.
It's
everybody. They got to sit there and do their chants. They got to do their songs. Ole, 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 ole. I'm tired of it. Like, look, let them come out. Let them say their shit.
For me, it's like, if you want to do those chants, do it like during a match.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm down. Do it. You know, but like, we want to see what happens, and we just got to sit there and wait until the crowd gets done sitting there screaming their asses off. And I get it. I'm with you guys. When I go to WrestleMania this year, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. I'm not saying that, but for TV.
For TV, it's like, we gotta hear what they're gonna say.
I know. About. It's like, we're not there. I'm not feeling the energy because I'm not there. So let us like just skip past it on TV. I don't know how. I mean, I know it's live on Netflix, and for some reason, you know, John Cena's his promo apparently went over the time because of the crowds.
It's not his fault.
So they ended up freaking cutting other segments out for time on Netflix.
Which I thought Triple H said that Netflix doesn't have a strict time limit, so we could be 1 hour, we could be 2 hours, we could be 4 hours.
He didn't say 1 hour. He never said 1 hour.
Well, he said he could at least be two or higher.
Well, I mean, he might be full of shit on that one, because every single freaking Netflix show is like 2 hours and 28 minutes. So
seems to happen a lot lately.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that crap.
Or how he tells us that 3-hour Smackdown gives us more time for talent.
No, I don't want to hear that. But I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. Go ahead.
Okay, so now John Cena's here to tell us the real reason to turn heel, and he's like, it was you people. You guys were awful to me. You hurt my feelings.
Yeah, for 20 years, that's what we did. And look, I will sit here and say it right now. John Cena is right. Now, the thing is, I personally love this promo.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a great promo.
It's a great promo. I like the whole thing. I like everything. But, and it's a big but for me, I also hated this promo. I really did, because my thing is that I feel like if John Cena is going to be mad or even turn heel, it's to get that number 17 world title. And that's what I think that he should be arguing about. I need number 17.
Maybe he'll talk about it in you gotta wait another 2 weeks for that.
I don't care. That should be the reason. Not because, hey, you guys were mean to me. You guys made me feel like this big. Okay, you know what? NFL players, NBA players, MLB players, NHL players. I don't know what soccer is, but they all hear that kind of heckling their whole entire lives.
Like I'm just saying, you know, Roman Reigns took that and became the tribal chief.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be a bad guy. John Cena has not been a bad guy since, he was the doctor of thugonomics.
The only thing that bothers me is that he says, like, now I'm saying something. I'm like, you had, like, so much time to say something about this.
It could have any point in time, but,
It's like, it wasn't... It's like, no, it wasn't during One Night Stand or, like, all the other times where they're calling him, like, a loser and they're saying they all hate him and he can't wrestle. He waits till his retirement where, like, everybody's cheering for him. Then he's like, now I hate you guys.
Yeah, I hate you guys. You guys are sitting here only freaking acting this way because I'm on my retirement tour. Well, guess what? I'm going to do 10 more years part-time, okay? How about that? You're not going to get rid of me till I'm 60. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin age.
It's like, hey, like Stone Cold was still able to main event WrestleMania a couple years ago.
Look, I feel like the better version of this promo should be that John Cena needs to get that number 17.
He didn't bring that up at all, and he also never talked about The Rock.
Well, I guess The Rock will talk about The Rock.
He'll be back. He'll have like he'll have Travis Scott with him, or he'll have somebody else with him next time.
Yeah,
and he'll be like, Chahoo!
I don't care. Don't do that sound again. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear when Dwayne does it. I don't want to hear when the Usos do it. So there you go.
The Usos don't do that.
They do it in, Jey Uso's song does it, but
yeah.
No, I don't. Moving on. What are we talking about?
Okay, so Cody shows up here, and I mean, I'm with Cody on this one. He's like, yeah, they gave you their worst, but they thought you could handle it because you were the face of the company. And then he said, I want to fight the real John Cena, not the whiny bitch.
I mean, look, I'm with Cody on this in like the worst way because I don't want to be on Cody's side. And I kind of am, but I'm also not. I'm very confused. Okay?
You don't know what you want.
I don't know what I want. And that's why WWE is supposed to be here. Father H, you have to tell me what I want so that I know what I want. And you're not giving me that.
But I guess we'll see what happens. And I mean, what bothers me though is that Cody Rhodes spent like 2 weeks when John Cena was gone. Like he beat up the Miz, he beat up everybody. He was screaming, "I'm coming for you, John Cena!" He gets there and he's like, "Well, you're just a whiny bitch," and then he just walks away.
Yeah, he probably changed his mind after hearing all that shit backstage.
Like,
yeah, I don't want to fight. I don't want to get at this guy. I'll get my smoke over at WrestleMania. That's where I'm gonna get it.
Like, okay. I guess. I mean, if I got beat up by like John Cena and The Rock and Travis Scott, I would attack him immediately.
Oh, well, I guess we'll see. Maybe they'll end up doing their freaking brawl where security has to separate them sooner or later.
That's every feud so far. So then we had Rhea Ripley. We had Bianca Belair and Io Sky doing their contract signing. And then Rhea Ripley decides to be like John Cena and come in here and just sign the contract. If it worked for John Cena, it works for me.
Okay, fine. I mean, it did work for her, so I mean, I guess there's that.
I mean, because now it's happened twice, I'm like, okay, so now any wrestler...
I guess you can just do this.
Like, you don't need a Money in the Bank contract or a Royal Rumble win.
You just gotta sign your name, and then you're it.
All you gotta do is you just sneak in at the last second during the contract signing.
It's gonna be triple threat because of course it's going to be triple threat because of course. When I'm guessing these matches, I'm not basing these off of anything. I'm just saying like it looks like it might be Io and Bianca and Rhea, and then what the hell happened? I didn't know that Io was gonna be champion when it went down. I thought she was gonna go in as not a champion, but
well, she might not leave as champion.
I don't know. I hope she leaves as champion because I'm in love with Io.
Okay. So we move on to Seth Rollins, and he's here to tell you, go watch Smackdown. That's where something's actually going to happen.
Because I'm going to be on Smackdown.
And he says, now go sing now, for tonight, we got something big. Sing my song.
Yeah. Look, I'm sick and tired of him saying that. Just let the fans sing the song. You don't got to tell us. They already want to sing it.
And then we had Jey Uso and Gunther. Well, no, we had Jey Uso fighting Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. He fought Austin Theory, and he beat him with a crossbody in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, they screamed spear, but it was a crossbody. And then he sat there and flipped over the top rope like flop dollar, exactly the same way.
And he's like, oops.
I'm like,
this is the main event.
what's going on here, man? Like, why am I sitting here? I'm not even rooting for this match at all. I think this is the dumbest match between two wrestlers right now. I mean, it's Gunther versus, mid-event Jey Uso.
Was that even mid-event? I mean, probably below mid-event now.
I'm getting irritated with this whole thing. The more it goes on, because there's too much time in between when they started this feud to now.
It's just,
we still got like 4 weeks to go, right?
The story's just not good enough because Cody with this amount of time was able to do it.
I just can't.
I mean, and that there's like there's so much. They're really out of ideas to where they got to the point where Jey and Gunther brawl again, but this time like Gunther, the big man who usually wins all these fights, Jey rips the title off of him, like off his waist, and then Gunther panics like, oh no, and he backs away.
Exactly what's gonna happen. It's either gonna be Jey Uso's gonna come out being gassed before the freaking match happens. Hey, how about you just walk down the regular ramp? You don't got to chop it up with the people. Just come down the ramp, do a couple yeets, and that's it. Because you come down and you're gassed.
I mean, you should do like the big yeeting after the match.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll give you that. But then like either he's gonna sit there and have a match, he's gonna win the match, and Gunther's gonna attack him, or Gunther's gonna have a match, he's gonna win the match, and Jay's gonna attack him, or at some point in time they're gonna have another locker clearing brawl. They've gotten to the point where they're almost at 3 per show.
I'm like, only John and Cody haven't done the locker room brawl yet.
I feel like it's coming. I feel like theirs is going to be like the final Raw or SmackDown before WrestleMania. I don't even think it's going to be that, man. I don't even think so.
I'm so tired of the locker room brawl. Like it's like it happens all the time now.
Every time.
I'm like, really? And then we had Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker.
For what?
For the IC title.
And what happened?
What always happens,
Take me to SmackDown, son.
So SmackDown, we got Randy Orton. I like Randy.
Yeah, I like Randy.
He comes out and he's like, okay, so at WrestleMania, I'm going to fight Kevin Owens and I'm going to kick his head off. I'm like, yeah, you go punt him.
Do that shit.
And then Kevin came out and he's like, he realized that Randy's becoming a beast now again.
A beast?
Yeah.
I thought you said obese. I'm like, what?
He's
beast. Becoming a beast.
He's like, oh, Randy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drop you on your head. Things were just getting out of hand. He's like, we should go win the tag titles. And Randy said, your fight Owens fight, now your bitch Owens bitch, and I'm going to kick your head off. That's it.
Yeah, and if he does it like he does on Twitter, he'll say, and then after this, I'm going to go put a nut in my wife. Look, if you look at Randy Orton's Twitter, if you look at his Twitter account, he every single time that he says something on Twitter, he ends it with, well, that's it, and I'm going to go put a nut in my wife. I love it.
Yeah, but I guess in the same week, him and John both said the lyrics to their song, because John said, my time is now, and Randy said, I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand.
That was kind of cringe. I got like secondhand embarrassment off of that one, but
it's
I'm
fine.
Still more into this, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a night one match. It's going to be this fight.
You should just end the promo by saying, I'm going to put a nut in my life.
I bet he could on Netflix.
He should do that on Netflix.
Yeah, I kicked his head off, and then I went and put a nut in my wife.
So then we got, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to say that, like, Drew deserves so much better than this.
Well, hang on a second, all right? This particular interaction was fire.
Yeah, well, it's only because Drew beat him up.
Well, and he Claymore kicked the hell out of him, and I guess they told Damian, sell the hell out of this. He looked like he was about to have a stroke. Like, the way he was looking, like, his face was like, he was just like, and I'm just like, okay, you're about to have a stroke. I think somebody told you to sell that Claymore kick like it's like the last Claymore kick you'll ever take.
I'm like, I mean, it'd just be really funny if Drew lost at WrestleMania.
So probably another night one WrestleMania match.
Yeah, where like Drew's. I'm going with Drew's gonna lose because Father H hates Drew.
He must hate Drew, or he's just letting Drew sit there and take a beating all year just so that he can freaking.
I mean, he lost last year too. Even though he had a good feud, he still lost a bunch last year.
Yeah, but like you're talking about last year, like it was the beginning of last year. No, it was like WrestleMania. He didn't lose at all until WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then he just kept losing.
Then he kept losing to CM Punk, and then and now to Damian.
Yeah.
Right. So
like, he just hates Drew. That's what I'm going with. And then the last couple of weeks we didn't really talk about Tiffany and Charlotte, but we'll talk about it this time because they had a promo and Charlotte cooked her so bad.
This is another night one WrestleMania match. I just this one, I like the other ones I was joking about. This one, I feel it in my bones that this is a night one WrestleMania. This one just it screams, I don't care about either of these. And I like Tiffy, but the problem is that she's supposed to be a heel here, right?
I thought she
and
was
now
a
all
face.
of a sudden she's a face, and she just can't do the face at all, apparently.
For me, it was,
against a person who's also a heel, only because the fans don't like her.
For me, it was funny when she's like, yeah, they boo you. She says, it doesn't matter if they woo or boo me, they're talking about me. What about you? And Tiffy's like, well, it's still Tiffy time.
Tiffany, you had a lot that you could have sat there and said.
She just said it's Tiffy time every time Charlotte says something. She's like,
she could have sat there and said, look, Charlotte, okay, look, you trying to get your number 17, title off of me and beat John Cena to doing that instead. It's not gonna happen. That should be what she should be saying. It's not finna go down. You know why? Because Tiffy is finna beat that ass. All you are is just another person that the fans don't want to see. The fans don't want to hear from you. You came back from a career-ending injury, and they don't give a fuck.
I mean, Charlotte just said, like, you're basically trying to copy me, another blonde trying to be champion. And Tiffy said, it's Tiffy time.
On to the next thing. I'm done talking about this.
So then, I like LA Knight, but they have him fighting Braun Strowman now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he better beat him, I guess.
I feel like he will. I feel like Jacob's going to get involved.
I mean, I thought it was going to be Jacob versus Solo, but I'm not so sure right now. Because it feels like they're just going to stretch that out past WrestleMania to do something else. But it could happen at WrestleMania, but they got like a couple weeks to build it.
It might be Jacob versus Solo. That might be another night one match. I don't know what LA Knight's doing to do at WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to do anything at WrestleMania.
Feels like almost every match you're talking about, you said it's night one. It's like you don't want to see that in person.
I don't want to see it in person.
And then we're gonna skip that match. And then we had Naomi. We had Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill, and then we had Naomi here. And Naomi cost Jade Cargill her first loss in WWE.
La-di-da, I don't care. Look. But I am still interested in the story. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like distraction finishes. I don't even care about what happened here. I really feel like they should be freaking fighting each other back and forth, and it's only a matter of time before we have a locker-clearing brawl between these two. So
it's coming.
It's coming.
And then
probably another night one match at WrestleMania. It's just we're only going to get big matches like the next match you're going to talk about.
Yeah, we got the Street Profits and Los Garza, and they said, "Let's get loco, chicos."
So what happened after that right there? I don't care about the match. I don't care. Go on to the next segment. Move on to the next segment.
So we had Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the YTC now.
The YTC.
That's what's on his shirt now.
It says YTC?
Yeah, it does.
What the hell does that mean?
Your Tribal Chief?
Oh, okay. I'm stupid. Yeah.
So he's back after a while, and he says, at the Royal Rumble, CM Punk cost me the match. And I'm like, well, I thought it was every man for himself. But whatever. This is Roman.
He technically did cost him a match. He eliminated him, so,
Yeah. And then he said, then Seth Rollins tried to kill me. So then on Monday,
he did try to kill you in the same match.
I cost CM Punk the match. And then I tried to kill Seth Rollins.
I mean, this would be murder, so,
He said it on live TV.
Yeah, this is premeditated.
So then Seth Rollins comes out, and he's all purple this time. And then, he's going to talk to Roman. He's like, there's no you without me. There's no me without you.
Maybe. Okay, fine, whatever.
And then CM Punk comes out, and CM Punk says, I'm here to fight Roman Reigns and Grimace over there.
And then what happened?
And then they gave you something that you haven't seen before.
what is that thing I haven't seen before?
Locker room clearing, security, brawl, and like this is probably like the worst one of the week.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I mean, just like,
it was funny.
I've seen it. I've seen this.
For me, it was funny is that like Roman Reigns starts fighting CM Punk, and then Seth Rollins is like shirtless now, and he just jumps on them, and like the way they're fighting, they're like just grabbing it. It looked kind of awkward for a second. They're just kind of, and then the security comes in, like you've seen the whole thing already, and then they got to jump on each other and.
Look, this is a night 2 match right here.
There's a thing where like in the middle of the brawl, everyone stops fighting so that Punk can point at the sign and be like, you WrestleMania. Then he jumps back in the brawl, and then Seth Rollins does the same thing, and he's like, you WrestleMania. And then Roman Reigns, he's like, I'm not gonna point at both of you. I'm just pointing at the WrestleMania sign.
Yeah, he's your tribal chief. He's not gonna
do that thing.
Like I said, this is a night 2. There's no way it's not night 2. Okay, we're gonna see Seth Rollins. We're gonna sing his song. We're gonna see CM Punk, and I'm gonna dance to. Well, I don't like Roman Reigns' song now. Def Rebel killed it. I like the first one, but the second one they just ruined it. So I'm not gonna dance to it. But I will put my number 1 up. So I guess there's that.
I mean, I guess I'll root for Roman Reigns, right?
That's who we want to win, right?
That's who I'm going with.
We'll see.
It's like you deserve it, Roman.
Lo and behold, it ends up being freaking Seth Rollins. I don't think Seth is winning at all.
It's Punk or Roman, and yeah. I think it's gonna be Punk, but I want Roman. I want my tribal chief to win.
There you go. Well, you got anything else to talk about?
No.
Hey, you guys, look, we appreciate you listening. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all the things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. Check us out on Blue Sky. Check us out on, hey, the Gentleman Jug cast, because that's out. We put a new one out every couple weeks. Check us out right here on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. And tune in next time because the next one will be available.
When it's ready.